sure the church heating system is what? Is up to what? Up to date. The windows are open and everything is what? Is okay. Let us just go very fast. Welcome church members, guests and what? And visitors. You know, a deacon is like a receptionist. Umaienda katika these companies. You know, a receptionist gives the what? When you see a receptionist there, the way this person is receiving you will tell you what is what? Inside the company. And these people who are receptionists, they are trained and they know how to do it. I know you have seen. They welcome you so well. Hata kama ulikuwa na shida unadhani tumefanya nini? Imeisha. They welcome people. You know, when I was there in the morning, they were there at the door. Welcome. You're receiving people and even greeting them. You see, help people find seats in the church worship area. There are some people, they are very shy. Can you imagine? Mgeni ameingia na wewe ndiko umesimama huko, kiti iko hapo mbele, anambia wewe enda kaa huko mbele ile ya mbele. You see, some people are not confident enough to walk. So who is walking with them? Deacons, you just come with the person, sit here. You know, it feels so good. But now can you imagine, wewe ingia, enda kaa. Hata kama uko depressed. The last person who should be depressed in the church is a deacon. Praise God. Can you imagine a deacon is depressed? What can happen in the church on that Sabbath? It can be chaos. Everybody is disturbing me. My husband is disturbing me. My children are disturbing me. You are also disturbing me. Am I Jesus to die for you on the cross? You know, the last person who should be depressed is who? The deacon. Because now you are the face of the church. You know, the way you welcome people in the church here will make them come again. The way you receive them. You know, we are in a world where people are being welcomed in the church depending on their social status. You come here driving, you know, this one, you come and sit here. You see, you need to make sure people are what? You know, these things should not only happen in church, everywhere. And that is why when you are talking about God's mission, my mission, this is what it is. Even where you are working, avoid favoritism. Even in the church, avoid favoritism. I'm just praying the church of God should be a church where people are being treated the way they are. So you make sure, even assisting the pastor and what? And elders. And we are going to see how that one is being done. Then, be alert for problems or potentially dangerous what? Situations. Be alert. You know, as a deacon, you are like a security officer in the church. You need to be alert. We are in a world where things are not right. Be alert. And each and every Sabbath, deacons, make sure you are strategically seated and you know to know, even in the parking lot, you need to know a strange vehicle. Hey, this vehicle, hii hatujaona hapa, hii inaweza kuwa ya nani? You need to be alert. Don't just say vehicles are full. Then you come here, you sing, we are blessed, we have many vehicles. You see, you need to know who is parking where. You know, you need to know, hey, this seller used to park here, but today he has not parked here. What is happening? Something must be wrong. You see, those dangerous situations, we are in a world where, let me tell you, in a church here in Nairobi, was it last year but one, when we were beginning 10 days of prayer, there is an ambassador leader who was stabbed and killed. Things are happening in the church. So make sure you are alert. Collect tithes and offerings. You know, many times, deacons and deaconesses are running here. Foster an environment of what? Of reverence. When people are in the church, you know, some people are just making unnecessary noise, phones, things like that. Somebody is not even settled. You know, even the issue of people chatting in the church, deacons will assist us. Don't sit in one place. You are everywhere. Then you just assist. Let us have some reverence in the church. You know, we are in a church where people are in social media, even in church, they are chatting, they are doing everything. So even movement within the church compound, in and out. So that is what they need to do. Then clean the worship area. Like the way we have eaten, our work is to eat, your work is to clean. Deacons, don't complain. Even if we leave chairs there, don't bring an announcement here in the church at the elder Tangasa hii. Siku hizi watu wanakola don't complain, that is your work. Go and bring those chairs, put them inside. And when you are bringing them, bring them singing here. Mungu we. You love your job. So if those chairs are not left there, what will you be doing? So you are giving some pieces of paper. Elder announced this. Church members, you are asking you, after food, please bring in your chairs. And some people are coming from homes, they are boss. And akula na wacha hapo. So what will you do? So as a deacon, make sure you bring those things and put them where they should be. Distribute handouts and other items when requested. Oversee and perform other tasks as what? As needed. Number two, their responsibilities during Sabbath school. What do? During Sabbath school, help to prepare church facility. That is very key. Be present in Sabbath school, small word. Deacons are not even studying lessons. Happy Sabbath deacons. With them, they are busy putting people in, they are not studying lessons. Deacon is busy from Sabbath school to divide. Be present there. And when you are present, contribute. Usianze kusema sisi deacons uko na kazi nyingi. One of it, you are there. Help to lead the small word. During these lessons, deacons will be there contributing. You know, you go to some churches, deacons are very busy. Welcoming people in the morning, making sure everybody is seated. They are everywhere. Even some of them, they are even missing someone. If you want to know the department where people are missing someone, deacon department. They don't study lessons. They don't participate. So, a deacon. And that is why it is also good. It is true. Go to many churches. And this lesson you are seeing, I'm advising you, just buy that lesson. And even if you are not going to read it, put it inside your bag. It will save you one day. When I was in camp meeting in Mala, after camp meeting here, I went to Mala. Then there is this young man. He was a literature evangelism. He boarded a vehicle from somewhere to, we call it Southern Bypass, Uko. Then, unfortunately, this young man, there was a small handbag, ilikuwa na vitabu worth 20,000. Na alipokuwa na shuka alikuwa na vitu mingi, akasahau hiyo handbag kwa gari. Kaenda. Lakini, kwa hiyo bag yake ilikuwa na lesoni, na ilikuwa na hii envelope. Unajua kuna vitu zingine kwa hii kanisa tunachukia, tunaona ni ndogo ndogo. Ilikuwa na envelope na lesoni. Akatuambia amewacha hiyo 20,000 ajui venye atapata. Tukasema wacha tuombe. Tulipomaliza kuomba hivi anapigiwa simu. Akuja chukue bag yake bypass. Hao watu walijuaje? Waliangalia wakaona lesoni. Wakaona envelope. Ukichukua hiyo lesoni weka namba yako ya simu hata kama hutasoma. Weka tu kwa bag, ongea na lesoni. Mwambie yeye sitakusoma na kuweka tu hapa uniokoe ikiumana. Uongea na yeye takuokoa. Hii envelope unaona hapa. Wacha tu it saved this man na akapata hizo vitabu yote. Alipoenda kwa can you imagine makanga ya Nairobi anarudisha vitabu ya 20,000. Mpaka nikashindwa hii Nairobi ama niko wapi? Nini iliokoa yeye? Please make sure you participate. Help lead the group. Make sure you are there. Deacon, you are there. I know you are busy. You are making sure we are comfortable. Please, one of your business, study lesson. Be prepared to facilitate the group if the teacher is unavailable to do what? To attend. So, kazi ya deacon si kusanya saka na sadaka na kupanga watu kwa kanisa. Even lesson, if the teacher is not around, deacon must take responsibility. Serve as a Sabbath school teacher if requested. Oversee and perform other tasks as what? As needed. So it means, hii kazi ya deacons, there are so many, we cannot exhaust them. Bwana sifiwe. Unajua we are nearing election. Mtu akisikia hivi anasema basi mimi deacon kama ni hivi sitaki sasa. Na hapa ndio kuna baraka. Hapa ndio kuna baraka. Unajua mtu anasema fasa kama ni hivi ataanza kukampeni, tafadhali msinichague. Mimi nilikuwa ndani kusanya saka na sadaka, kumbe ni kufunza lesoni. Hapo mimi ziko tena. That is where God is blessing his people. During Holy Communion, foot washing, what do? Foot washing. Provide chairs, basins, and clean supply of warm water and clean towels for or paper towels. Have a plan to collect and dispose of used water. This is now during foot washing. We cannot sit there, we don't have water. And by the way, during Holy Communion, we are sitting, waiting for you to bring for us water. Deacons, Bwana sifiwe. Unajua mnaniangalia mpaka mnashangaa pasa hii inaweza fanyika tu kwa jela. Mtu anasema pasa umeleta mambo ya jela hapa. That is how it is. That is how it is. So during Holy Communion, please make sure there is flowing water. Collect and launder used water towels. Return all chairs. Look at this. Return all chairs and supply to their storage areas. So after service, even those chairs should be where they were. Don't start complaining who took them there. Don't bother to know who took them. You need to make sure they are returned to where they should be. Assist single women who wish to what? To participate. There are people who are single. So you need to assist them. Single women, single men, they are in the church and they want to participate. It is you now to assist them. So don't worry, let us just return clean towels to their storage. Remind participants to wash their hands before returning to the sanctuary for Lord's Supper. Even washing our hands, we will assume we don't know. You remind us. That is how it is. We will assume we don't know who is reminding us. So, Deaconry, this is what you are doing. If we come here without washing our hands, who has failed? Even after you have seen us washing, just come and tell us, have you washed your hands? Then we'll tell you, yes, now you are comfortable. Oversee and perform other tasks as what? As needed. Now during Holy Communion, what do? Prepare the worship area, set up table with what? Tablecloths, usher in people who wish to participate. Take down what? Towel. This is now what they are doing. They have washed their hands, now they are coming. Make sure the worship area is okay, the table is okay. Then clean all requirements and supplies respectfully. Look at this. Respectfully dispose of the leftover bread and wine. Respect. Don't be careless, because this thing you are handling is the body of Christ. And that is why when you are disposing it, you do it with a lot of what? Respect. You know, I wish those old ladies should come back. I was seeing in my area, when I was a young boy, the way they were disposing, a lot of respect. And that is why God was blessing them. You know, these days, we are taking things casually. Wewe unadhani mkate mbaki hapa ni kama ile chapati mbaki kwako. This is something was dedicated, was prayed for. You know, those people who were in this church during those old days, were you seeing the way those old mothers were handling this? Very respectful. And they were dedicating themselves. They know this is the body of Christ. And they were disposing in a very respectful way. But these days, just throw it anyhow. Launder tablecloths. Return all tables and supplies to their storage area. Oversee and perform other tasks. And let me tell you, during our Lord's Supper, please, as a deacon, make sure you know you can estimate. Don't allow us to prepare a lot of it and it goes in waste. And again, don't allow us to put so little. You know, sometimes we prepare a lot. Mtu anasema, sijui last time tulikuwa ngapi. So kama deacon ndiye ajui, so who knows? Last time tulikuwa ngapi? Ni kama tulikuwa 200. Hapana, si 200. Now you are debating on something you need to record. You just need to know we were 200. Be accurate. So that when we are preparing for the next one, we can just add a little. You know, sometimes we prepare a lot. You don't even know tulikuwa ngapi. Unaanza kukuna kichwa. Mwenye alikuwa ameenda na kitabu sokoni, unampigia simu, sahii una credit, unachukua kwa jasi, time is going. You see, then the church is becoming confused everywhere. No. Baptismal ceremony, that is what they are again doing. Baptismal ceremony, prepare and clean baptistry and changing rooms. I don't know where you are doing it somewhere. Make sure that baptistry is okay, changing room is okay. Please place baptismal robes and towels in the changing rooms where people are going. You know, even people are going, I went somewhere, people are doing baptism. Now people are confused. Where will ladies go? Where will men go? And when you are asking yourself, the first person is in water. So what will happen? You create chaos everywhere. Now, okay, hakuna hata towels. Hata pastors wanakuja, hawana nguo. Pastor anaingia na suit. Pastor utakaa kwa joha, ikauke, ndio rudi. You know, you need to know, gowns are there, they are changing. Pastor, are you okay? Do you have slippers? That is your work. Make certain no electrical equipment is near the water. Assist male candidates who are being baptized. Clean the baptistry and changing rooms after the ceremony. This is what they are doing. Launder all baptismal robes and towels, oversee and perform other tasks. Let me just run funeral. Like now we have a burial here. Funeral services. This is another area where deacons are doing. Prepare the areas for the viewing and service. You know, sometimes the family who's bereaved, they are really suffering. Deacons are not there to even to support where do we view the body. You know, those ladies during those old days, they knew these things. You know, when somebody is bereaved, they need to see deacons. Please, we put body here, we view. This is how it is. You control the crowd. Prepare a private area for the deceased close family to do what? To gather. Let me tell you, it is very heavy during funeral. It is very heavy. It is very heavy. During funeral, it is very heavy. You may not know. Prepare and clean the kitchen and eating area if a meal is to be served in the church. Maybe it is here in the church, people have come to pray. Serve as pallbearers if needed. Pallbearers ni wale watu ambao wanabeba meal. Can you imagine deacons wanabeba mwili ya mshiriki wanaenda? It is good. Sometimes we leave it to drunkards. No, drunkards are very careless. They can even throw that. Ati alikuwa tu mtu yetu wakati alikuwa hai. Sasa amekufa, si mtu yetu. So we leave the body to drunkards. This person is ours. You know, the people are working in military like us. You belong to the government until the last trumpet is blown. Pupu, pupu. Wakati tumepiga hiyo tarumbeta umeenda, we are done with you. Even me now, they can come and pick me up very quickly to take me to where I come from. I belong to them. So this person is ours. Until, you know, I went a burial somewhere, I don't want to say, it was chaotic. The bereaved family remained with the boat. People went. Church members went. It is now raining. We are going back to Nairobi. We are in a hurry. When you go to funeral, if you know you have a hurry, don't go there. Then now you leave people confused. You know, I saw these people. I remained there alone. People are coming back to Nairobi. It is raining. It is raining and you have the vehicle. So where are you going? You leave the bereaved family there with the body. Then now they are coming here. Mungu abariki nyinyi sana. And you left them. The time people need you is when that body is being lowered down. Hakuna wakati kuna uchungu kama hiyo. When that body is being lowered down, that is when these people need you the most. So if you have to leave there, be the last person to leave. Even if you are coming back, and please, I'm repeating, if you think you are busy, don't attend funerals. Just stay. Nobody is forcing you to go. Because you go there, you make technical appearance, then you disappear. You leave family members there. And you are also in Africa where culture is also superseding everything. You know, you can be here and culture is also culture. The uncles and everybody, they are bringing things, you look at them, you ask yourself, what is wrong? So when church members are there just singing, you know, they feel comforted. Care for the sick and the poor. This is the work of the deacons. Care for the sick and the poor. Make sure you know this church, how many people are sick, how many people are in need. Assist the sick people, the sick, poor, and less fortunate of the church membership, even here in the church. Do you want to tell me everybody alikula supper? Do you want to tell me everybody alikula lunch kwa hii kanisa leo? Some they are there, they are right, they are surviving. So how many people are in need in this church? So who should do that? Deacons. People are in the church here, they are going hungry, by the way. By the way, after someone, we were with the Landiva there. A young man came there. He just came there. We were seated there. He came. Problems after problems. And that is why when you need to be very sensitive. Let me tell you, this church without sensitivity, we are going nowhere. You need to be very sensitive. You need to check this person, why is he behaving this way? Then from there you can analyze and say, there is a problem here. Don't just come here. Some people are inside in the church. Yeah, be happy, you are going to heaven. You know, some people, even that heaven is not reality to them. And they are in the church here. You sit here like you didn't eat. And your guess may be right, somebody didn't eat. Then they will conclude and say, wanatusengenya kwa kanisa. Be very careful. Keep church leadership informed of these individuals' needs. Oversee and perform. Make sure elders are aware. And by the way, when you are helping the poor, be very sensitive. Kuna wale watu wengine wako na shida lakini anakufa kimwanaume. Make sure rafiki yake ni nani. Unaweza peleka unga ufukuzwe na niviletea ni waende kunisema. Make sure tafuta rafiki yake. You know, we are living in a very complicated world. Nani amemwambia nataka unga? Hata kama niko na njaa si nimezoea. Tangu nianze kulala njaa amekuja. So make sure tafuta rafiki yake. Nani anaweza kaa karibu na Elder Abednego? Karibu rafiki yake ni fulani. So rafiki ndiye yeye. Ukijua wewe si rafiki ya mtu, keep off. You will create more problems. Visitation. Visit church members who are unable to attend services. Even today you need to know who didn't come and why. Go and visit them. Assist the pastor and the elders in conducting special communion services for those who are sick. Some people, we are taking communion to them at home. Assist them. Visit families that have lost their loved one. And this visitation is very complicated. When you are going to visit people, I wish we will talk about rules. When you go to somebody's house, please stick to the word to take you there. Don't start asking questions which are not there. Hii picha ulipiga wapi? Na hapa ulikonda, siku hizi umenaona ni kama unakula mzuri. You look at those things. You are asking things which are not even there. Wewe umeenda kwa nyumba, na huyu ni mzee wako. Who told you? When you go there, avoid unnecessary things. We are going there to worship. Avoid asking things which are not, na hapa mulipiga wapi? Mulikuwa Mombasa. Hapa ulikuwa mzuri. Hii kate nunua wapi? Au kwenda if you think there is something there you want to know, make sure you go after we have go back. Sema tulikuja hapa kwako niliona kate mzuri. Ulinunua wapi? Utaelezwa. Na ukienda kwa mtu kutembelea yeye, people will tell you everything. Keep quiet. Je, kuna watu wameenda kwa nyumba, ndio maana kanisa depression iko. Mtu amefungua roho amemwambia nyinyi vitu, mkitoka hapa bwana watu wako na shida bwana, kuja nikwambie. Huyu elder mnaona bwana. Hata kama anaendesha gari lakini watu wako na shida bwana. Afadhali mimi sina gari. Hapana. Things you hear in somebody's house, keep quiet. And if you know you cannot keep quiet, please don't go to these visitations. You are going to create problems. Tangaza kwa kanisa, mimi sitanyamaza, tafadhali siendi. So that we choose whether we go with you or we don't go with you. Don't give us problems after we have left. You know, some people have gone to somebody's house, when they leave, it is war. Maybe the husband is not a believer. Now the husband, hii watu wako, umeenda kwa mtu, umetoa viatu, mguu juu ya mesa, it is confusion everywhere. You see, be decent. During visitation, just be decent. And that is why many church members, they don't want people in their houses. Because they are opening their hearts to you. After telling you their secret now, imejaza kila mama nani wacha nikwambie. Hii kanisa yetu kawa sukari kuna shida bwana. Na kabla sijasema hiyo story, unisaidia na maji baridi nikunywe. Unakunywa maji, wacha uanze kumwaga kila kitu. That is very bad. When you go to somebody's house, they have spoken to you, please keep quiet. Reasons for the visit by deacons include to become better acquainted with church what? With church members, to strengthen new and absentee members, to identify the needs of the elderly, disabled, and widows and widowers. You are not going there to ask questions. When did they marry? Where are the children? You know, we went with somebody somewhere. I was embarrassed. This man, we went to a house. The house where we went, the husband to that lady was a friend to this man we were going with. But this man died in a very tragic road accident. But the friend of mine we went with was not even aware. Now when we went there, akaona picha huyu jamaa alipiga na bibi yake. The first thing, mulipendana sa. Mzee ako wapi? Ako job. This lady started crying. Until now, everything became messy. You know, there are some questions, they are just mockery. You know, there are some things when they happen, people think it is obvious you know. So even if you don't know, assume you know. And please, if you don't know how to ask questions, when you go to visit people, just keep quiet. Allow people who can ask questions to ask. Don't ask questions like you are CID. You are not CID. So your work here is just to know where are they staying. You get acquainted with them so that in case of anything, you know where they are staying. Church, are we together? To give comfort and support to church members who are hospitalized. To help church members who are housebound, sick, or recovering from hospital stays. Hakuna mambo ya maswali hapa. Umeona pendo umesema kuuliza maswali. You go there to comfort them. So when you go to visit a person, please stick to these things. Unless huyu mtu amejifungua kumwambia nyinyi, fine. But again, hata ukiambiwa, please have some speed, governor. Just keep quiet. Let me tell you, people are going through a lot. People are going through a lot. Don't assume the way you are staying in your house is everybody is like that. People are going through a lot. If not the husband, the child. If not the child, relatives. If this, people are going through a lot. So the only thing you can do is where you can. To help single parents of their own gender with the household. To help single parents of their own what? If you are a man, keep off from visiting ladies. Their own what? You know, somebody went to visit a lady. After people have done, anaanza kusema, unisaidie na namba yako so that we can have a private prayer. Which prayer is this? On their own gender. And if you are a man, you are going to visit a lady, make sure you walk with your wife. This has caused problems in the church here. You just go visit everybody. If this is a lady, their own gender, make sure your wife is there with you, or you plus another man and another lady. Don't just go there. You know, the way you may be doing things right, but the way people are perceiving you is different. You, from your mind, you don't have any intention, but the way people are, by the way, you cannot control people, and they will speak. And what they are saying will stop them from coming to church here, or they will come. Even Paul told Corinthians, if eating meat is creating a problem, stop. So don't say, I don't care. If you hear somebody saying, I don't care, that is emotionally immature.